I didn't know this before with any of my pregnancies. I never really watched for it, but it is here and I'm like, okay, this is different. Hey friends, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm currently in the nursery slash baby girls room as well. Baby boys and baby girls room. I am currently 37 weeks and I am scheduled to have a section basically in a week and a couple of days. So the countdown is getting real. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick little overview of what's been going on with my pregnancy. And then I'm going to be doing a little Q&A because I promised you guys a pregnancy Q&A. And I've got a bunch of videos that I want to put out for you guys, but time is against me. I do have my what's in my hospital bag that I want to put out quickly before. I'm not sure if I'll get to the nursery tour before I go to the hospital, but I really want to. And yeah, so it's just been a bunch of stuff. So anyways, jumping into things, I'm 37 weeks pregnant, y'all, and it I can't believe how fast it's going by. The past week and a half, I feel more so that maybe even 2 weeks, like I feel like I'm experiencing symptoms that I experienced earlier, like waking up and feeling nauseous if I don't eat right away and stuff like that. So that's been a thing. I keep telling you guys this, but you guys are saying that I'm not that big, but I feel like I just exploded. I just keep, every time I think I popped, I'm like, the next week comes along and I'm like, oh my word. So you guys will get to see the bump. My skin is becoming more and more discolored. It's not patchy, but I'm just getting darker and darker. I'm used to it. It happens pretty much every pregnancy, and this one it took a little bit longer to come along, so that's what's up. TMI, I'm gonna get a little TMI here, but also I don't know if I should be saying this, but I find that I'm going to the washroom more frequently for number 2. I'm just like, I go to bed and that's what I have to do before I go to bed, and I wake up and that's what I have to do before I start the day. And I was looking it up and people are saying, yeah, I guess it's the body's natural way of cleaning itself out and preparing for labor. I didn't know this before with any of my pregnancies. I never really watched for it, but it is here and I'm like, okay, this is different. You know, I'm pretty regular and I do eat fibrous food, but I do notice the pattern, and I noticed that it just like upped as soon as like 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, it just upped, and it was like, it's like a pattern. It happens pretty much every day and night. In my case, it doesn't really matter because I'm not having vaginal birth. I am going to be having a C-section. I mean, my body's still doing what it's doing, and to be fair, I don't know if it doesn't matter. I'm not the surgeon going in to take up my baby, so I don't know. Hubby just came and brought me breakfast in the middle of me filming. That was very nice. Like I said, it goes hand in hand with me feeling nauseous in the morning when I wake up. So we needed to get some groceries and I couldn't think of anything to get, anything to eat this morning. And he went out and grabbed me something to eat really quickly. I don't know what else there is. In terms of weight gain so far, I weighed myself and I gained about 46 pounds. So I don't know. I think that for me, that's really good. That's going right now. Well, I haven't weighed myself in a minute, like maybe a couple of days or so, but last time when I weighed myself, I weighed 46 pounds, but that was also in the day when I had already eaten and all that stuff. So generally you don't want to weigh yourself at that time because all that you've consumed is adding to the pounds. So I'm literally kind of around the range where I wanted to be anyways, because that's when I went in for Half Baby Girl last time. I weighed about that, and that's a huge difference from where I've come from with my first, second, and third. So I'm really happy with that. These days I've been feeling extremely tired. It's really hard, and I have a lot of pressure down there. I find that when baby boy kicks or when he rotates or certain movements and he gets wedged in a certain position, I'm out for the day, or for I have to go and rest. I came across the saying, it says that every 2 hours you're on your feet, you should be resting an hour, especially when you approach that stage. And that's kind of like what I feel like I should be doing. It just so happens that I'm trying to do all the things. I'm trying to get all the things done before baby boy arrives, and it's been a lot. So just trying to get those things done, and resting is just like a wedge thrown in the day because there's so much to do in so little time. And I know some of you guys called me out on this and you're like, I hope you get it all done. I'm trying, but man, I totally did not account for the fact that I would be feeling so exhausted. I'd be having moments where I can't like feel like I'm incapacitated, like I can't walk, or I'm just having severe cramps. So I don't know, it gives me this vibe, this feeling that I'm going to go into labor at home before making it to the hospital, which I'm like keeping my fingers crossed that that's not going to happen. But I just have this feeling because he's so, I don't know, he's wedged up under my ribs, but at the same time, I just feel like he's big. I think that's the thing. He's big. When I went to my ultrasound at 36 weeks, when I went to my 36-week ultrasound, he was weighing 6.5 pounds already. And so then this week I didn't have an ultrasound, and then next week I do. So within that week time frame, I don't know how many pounds he could have gained. And I definitely found myself eating a little bit more this week. I was craving a little bit more too. Like this whole pregnancy, if you guys notice, I did not really crave any sweets. It just wasn't my thing. Every now and again I'll crave a little sweet, or I'll crave something that I just don't even crave. But my cravings are actually like pretty much non-existent. They, like I said, every now and again. So I don't really have cravings anymore, and that's what makes it hard with trying to choose what to eat. So these days when I eat, I find that I barely have any room. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm starving, and then by the time I eat, I just feel like, oh my gosh, I just have to stretch out. It's just the worst. I feel uncomfortable for a while, and so I have to make sure that I eat like in smaller portions and more frequently. And that's been like my biggest struggle, not keeping up with eating all the time. Like I do have gestational diabetes, so I have to watch it, because if I don't, I can wind up having low blood sugars, which I have had a few times, but not, you know, luckily I'm aware, and I'm very conscious of my, you know, my blood sugars and stuff. So I definitely check on my own, and I can feel things and I will check. So that's been very helpful. But also these days my stomach is making these sounds, like when it's hungry, it's like, oh my gosh, it growls so loud. It sounds like a washing machine. And when I was pregnant with my first, and I was having severe nausea, my hubby and I looked up like natural remedies, and they told us to try colloidal silver. I don't know, I don't even remember what it was, but that's what it was called, and it's supposed to help you. Oh my gosh, I don't remember if it helped or not, but all I remember is that for hours and hours my stomach would make this swooshing sound, and it just sounded terrible. My stomach is doing this all on its own now, so I'm just like, okay, I don't need that stuff to do it. It's just so incredibly loud, y'all. I can't. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what's up. I can't believe I'm 37 weeks today, and I'm going to be approaching my birth week in like little to no time. So oh my gosh, I've got a whole bunch of videos coming out for you guys. I can't wait to share them with you. Like I said, I'm going to be pumping out 2 today, so be on the lookout. I promise, and I will get it out for y'all. Also, y'all, I am suffering from fat face. It's a pregnancy face where your face just swells up more and more. You can see it. My nose has just gone, it's just expanding, and you definitely can tell that there's a bun in the oven. Sometimes it's more swollen than others. I just got up. I haven't drank that much water yet, but it's here to stay now. It's not like the face that, yes, sometimes you can see it that is swollen, then other times it just kind of disappears. No, no, no. It's here to stay. Anyways, this is the bump, y'all. So I think it's officially time for me to do a little baby mama dance. Stay tuned for that video. But that's the bump, y'all. Oh yeah, this is it. Still, the stretch marks are still at bay. I don't know what this is. It's just discoloration. It starts to happen later on, but I didn't get any stretch marks any more than what you had seen before. I'm trying to go in so you guys can see. This is just like dark, the melasma, as I had it last time, and it just goes away. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna go and eat as well as film that Q&A for you guys, so be on the lookout. Don't forget to like today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, y'all, and leave your comments down below. Until next time, much love.